Hey, VideoJoe here. I want to take you on a little journey around the house. Okay, these are different things. I thought I'd do this video trailer a little bit different than most people do it. You don't really want to see me as much as what I want to tell you about this amazing app, okay, that I think you should get. And it has to do with things about fixing things around your house on your own, okay? Stick around. Now, I heard through the grapevine that you want to start saving some of your money around the house to make ends meet. And if you just knew how to do it on your own, you'd probably do stuff like that. Well, that's what this app is all about. I'm going to show you all kinds of things around your house that you can do on your own, whether or not you knew it or not. Okay, that's what this whole video area is about. Maybe you have a bathroom faucet that needs to be replaced. It's been leaking. This thing is all loose. These handles might be loose. It might be a one-piece. It might be a three-piece like this. Maybe it's dripping and it's a three-piece, and maybe there's a cartridge in here that needs to be replaced. Did you know that? You could replace that. Maybe you've got a one-piece and it's really an old-style one, and it's dripping and it's leaking, and you don't like the looks of it, and it's just an old one that's been in there for 15 years. You want to get it replaced. You can do that. I'll show you how to take all that out. I'll show you how to replace it with a new one and all that. Maybe you have a pop-up valve like this that's controlled with a handle here, and it's not going down all the way, and you like to fill up your water in your sink, and you can't do that anymore. You got to put a towel down there, a washcloth or something like that, because you didn't know how to adjust that. Okay, maybe the pop-up valve is not even working at all. Maybe the top is gone. And this other thing's just showing, and you're not sure how to fix all that. I'll show you how to go through all the steps. I'll show you how to take that one out, get a universal style at the store, put it in yourself, make the modifications, make the adjustments, all that kind of stuff. Maybe you don't have little drawer pulls and door knobs on your cabinets. I'll show you how to put those in. I did that at my mother's house. She had a nice house, 20 years old, and slightly different cabinet faces, and it was hard every time to get in there and reach your finger in there and try to pull it. They didn't have any finger pulls on the sides, on the bottoms, on the edges, anything. And so I went in there and replaced or installed all pulls on there, and it makes it so nice for her to open and close the drawers and the doors. Okay, maybe you want to install some grab bars. Did you know you can install grab bars on your own? I'll show you how. I've got probably 5 different videos in my library area that show you different ways to install grab bars. Okay, maybe just maybe, I'm just going by my feel here. Okay, maybe all your carpet, you want to remove the carpet. You've got somebody, company who's going to come out here and replace all your carpets, okay? But you want to save some money. Did you know you can remove all the carpet on your own? I'll show you how to do that, and the carpet pad and the tack strip. Maybe you don't even want to install carpet. Maybe you want to take all this carpet and you want to put vinyl floor planking down like they do in bathrooms and adjoining bedrooms and closets and all that. Maybe you want to do that, but you're not quite sure that you can do the vinyl planking install on your own. But you could certainly be the one to remove all the carpets, remove the carpet pad, remove the tack strip, clean all that up, have it all ready, check your existing subfloor. If it's a wood subfloor, I'll show you the different tips and techniques of what I do on a subfloor, on how to fix certain things. Maybe you got some floor squeaks. This is the time that you can fix them on your own instead of paying somebody else to come in here. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and replace all your carpets. We'll do it all. We'll take the old stuff out. You don't have to worry about any of that. We'll do all that. Okay, all fine and dandy. But what happens if you've got a cat in the house or a dog and they've been pissing on your carpet, okay? And after everything gets pulled up, the tack strip along the sides, you've got tack strip in certain areas over here and over here and over here where there's wet spots on the tack strip. and there's wet spots on your wood subfloor or your concrete subfloor. Do you think the guys are going to treat those areas and look at those areas and tell you about those areas and replace that tack strip? No, I doubt very seriously they're going to do that, and they're going to bring it up to your attention. Okay, they're just going to, they got to go, flow, and go. You know, we don't have time for messing around. We got another job to go over. We've got 2 jobs here today, and we got to get this one, boom, we got to get this out the door by noon. We don't have time to do all that stuff. Well, you you have time, okay, to do everything exactly how you want, move all the stuff yourself. You don't have to pay somebody to do all the stuff that you can do on your own. That's what this app will show you. That's what this app will teach you. It'll give you different thoughts and ideas, how you can do things on your own, how you can start fixing things on your own, okay? Still back to the carpet, okay? Let's say you take all that stuff out, you're gonna put a vinyl floor planking down here. Well, doesn't this existing base look nice? It's kind of tall. It's kind of tall. I've seen it taller, okay? You can get base maybe 6 inches tall. This is probably 5 inch tall baseboard, 4 3/4 tall baseboard. Doesn't that look nice? Well, if you take all this carpet out and you put in some vinyl plank floor planking, okay? That vinyl floor planking is only gonna be this thick. Well, your carpet pad is this thick and your carpet is that thick. When you pull this all down, guess what? You're gonna have a gap between the top of your new vinyl floor planking, your wood planking, your wood flooring, your whatever you're putting down, your tile, your travertine tile in this area. If you took this out and did that, your baseboard's still gonna be up higher than your travertine tile. Like if you want this travertine to flow into your bathroom, let's say, okay? You're gonna have a gap down there. What are you gonna do about it? Well, you could rip your baseboard out. I wouldn't suggest that, because if you tore that baseboard out and moved it down, you're gonna have a gap at the top. First off, you're gonna have to throw all that away. You're gonna have to buy some new stuff. You're gonna have to install it. You're gonna have to paint it. You're gonna have to prep it. You're gonna have to caulk it. You're gonna have to repaint it. And then you're gonna have to recut in your existing wall paint into the top of your new paint, or vice versa. And you're gonna have to do that, and the same thing's gonna be here. Well, another way to do that is you put quarter round trim at the bottom. Now this house does not have it because it's all going down tight to the floor. But I've even seen $1 million houses with quarter round trim down there. They have it on different sizes. I'll show you how to cut it yourself. I'll show you how to install it yourself in case you want to do this area on your own, okay? And put the quarter round nice and tight down to your new floor planking, vinyl floor planking that you paid somebody else to do. But you can do all the other stuff. You don't have to pay somebody else to do all that stuff. You are capable of doing that, okay? I know it, because like I said, if I'm an average Joe, you can do it, because if I think I can do it, then I know you can do it. All right, that's just how it works. These smoke alarms, I replaced all these smoke alarms when we moved in. There was a very good reason why I replaced all of these smoke alarms, even though all of the existing smoke alarms in this house worked. And I'll explain that, and I'll show you how to go through the steps, and I'll show you how to remove those, and I'll show you how to install the new ones, and I'll show you how to do stuff like that. On your can lights, maybe you don't have can lights in this bedroom, but you'd like to install some can lights in your existing ceiling, and you've got an attic above there. I'll show you how to do that, to buy cut-in can lights, to run the wiring, to tie in the wiring, to redo all that, to cut them in so you don't have to do any patches on your drywall, okay? Speaking of drywall, do I have videos that can show you how to do drywall patches on your own? Of course I do. I got all kinds of stuff. I got 5,500 videos for examples for you, for directions for you, for ideas for you, for you not even sure if you want to do a drywall patch. But hey, maybe VideoJoe has some drywall videos that I can watch so that I can decide, yeah, you know what? I think I can do that. Okay, hey, VideoJoe, how do I go about doing that? Okay, and it's all on the app. See the ceiling fan? I have not ever touched anything on the ceiling fan on this particular room. But, and here's the but, if you have an old style ceiling fan and it's wobbling and it's clicking and it's moving all around, and you're afraid that, okay, yeah, it still works, but I have to put it on low speed because if I put it on medium speed or high speed, it wobbles so much, I'm afraid the whole thing's going to fall down, and it shakes and it makes noise, and I don't know what to do about it. Well, I'll show you all about that. I'll show you how to fix stuff like that. If it's stuck on medium and it doesn't go on high, medium, or off, high, low, or off, I'll show you how to look through the symptoms, how to figure all that kind of stuff out. Maybe you don't like the ceiling fan at all, okay? I'll show you how to remove it, how to install a new one, okay? Maybe this bedroom doesn't have a ceiling fan at all. Now look at this room over here. This is my wife's office, okay? No ceiling fan. What to do about it? Sometimes it's facing the sun, sometimes in the morning, sometimes she gets kind of hot. I said, turn the air conditioner on, open the door, open this door, have that cool air come in here. Nope. She's not really kind of set on that. She wants me to install a ceiling fan. Can I install a ceiling fan here without any power up there, without anything showing? Of course I can. And I'll show you how to do that too, okay? I'll show you. Even if you've got three switches here, I'll show you how to do it. Maybe you want to put a fourth switch here for the power. I'll show you how to take that out, how to put it, how to cut in a bigger one, what to do with the wires, how to fish a wire from here up to the ceiling, up into the attic, over, how to put a 4-gang cut-in box here, how to put the new switch in here. Maybe you want it just an on-off switch. Maybe you don't want to switch at all. What if the new ceiling fan has a handheld remote? Do you think you really need to have a light switch area on here where you turn it on, off for power to get up to the ceiling fan? Do you think you have to do that? In the old days you had to do that. Okay? In the old days you have to do that, but maybe, just maybe, you don't have to install a switch in there at all. I'll show you that. I'll explain that to you. I'll do all of that stuff so that voila, you got a nice new ceiling fan installed in that other room. Okay? Let's take a look at some other things that you might want to do around your house. If you want to see more about this app, I put the link underneath this video. So go underneath the title description where the paragraph description is. There'll be a link on there. You can click on there and learn all about it. I think you're going to be really pleased with this app and how it can help you be a better DIY person around the house and save that hard-earned money of yours.